Shalom, Israel. Call Allah Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles, elders, GMS. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS, stop and listen. Come with another lesson. So today's reading, I'm going to be reading from Amos 5 and 18 through 20. Because you have a lot of people, the 2/3, they always make that comment. They waiting on the Lord to come back where they can live a peaceful life, man. But when you read the scriptures, it says different. It's Amos 5 and 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light." Right? And it says, "Woe unto you who desire the day of the Lord." Woe meaning destruction. Right? And go into that word. Alas, woe. Right? To you who desire, who basically desire you, who longing for it, who's wishing for it, it says covet, desire, desirous, longing, you lust for that day of the Lord. But it says, what end is it to you? Meaning what benefit? What is it going to benefit you when you're not living a righteous life according to the law, statute, and commandments, man? You know, what is it going to benefit you? It's only going to be death unto you, like the scriptures say. Day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. You know, see, a day of darkness meaning obscurity, right? Not knowing where to turn, not knowing where to go, you know, because you haven't searched for and haven't obtained the knowledge. You know, soon in Romans 11, you know, Israel obtained, not that it was just seeking for the election, never obtained it, but the rest basically were blinded. So what day is it for you, man? What benefit is it going to be for you if you haven't lived your life according to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the law, statutes, commandments, and had faith? You know, and you hear a lot of church people talk this madness, man. So verse 19, it says, as if a man did flee from a lion. Because if you're fleeing from a lion, you're basically fleeing for your life. And a bear met him. So you got away from the lion. Now you got to deal with a bear. And he went into the house. You didn't got away from the bear and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So this is telling that it's basically going to be one dilemma after another. When the day of the Lord comes, you're going to think the situation you just got out of, you beat it, but it's always going to be something coming forth that's trying you, man, until your death. If you're 2/3, you know, and if you're the elect, things are going to try you into, or either, you know, the chariots pick you up, to the chariots pick you up. Verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness and not light? Right? Meaning a lot of misery and distress. Ain't no prosperity, man, and no happiness, man, to you wicked Israelites. You know, you unbelieving. It's going to be a day of darkness. It says, and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it, man. So there's going to be no deliverance and no hope in it. You know, the calamities are going to be great, and the destruction is basically going to engulf you. You know, won't be no mercy, and there won't be no relief for you in that day. Let's go to this book of Jeremiah 15. It says Jeremiah 15, start at 2. And it says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? You know, so they said this to Jeremiah in a scornful manner, not believing that these things would come true. They were basically doubting. So it says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such are from sword to sword, and such as are for famine to famine, and such as are for captivity to the captivity. So that death to death, that's a lot of people are going to be basically appointed to die by basically like pestilence and sword. The sword, they're going to be appointed to die by the enemies. There won't be no escaping, because Esau is going to come basically with this martial law. He's going to swarm in on you, man, like an eagle, man. He's going to destroy you. Such are from famine to famine, meaning the troops are going to basically besiege these cities, and in the food shortage, there won't be no food entering in and out the cities. So it's going to be, and nothing's going to be brought in by the enemy. So a lot of people are going to be starving inside these cities when that martial law takes place, that sedition among men, just like 70 AD. And such are for the captivity to the captivity, man. So you're going to be, back then you were carried away into these strange lands, right? But nowadays you will be carried to what they call concentration camps. And you have them all over. You have different places like Walmarts, Kmart's, Targets. They're all going out of business and moving out of these stores, and they're not putting nothing else in them. Certain schools are moving, and they're not putting anything there. So these are the places that are going to be like the concentration camps, man. Verse 3, and I appointed over them 4 kinds, said the Lord Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy, man. So these are 4 evil punishments, having that power and authority to kill and destroy by divine commission, man. You know, so you got, it's gonna be on, man. It says the animals gonna drag and devour, man. The fowls are gonna eat your corrupted bodies, man. It's gonna be total chaos, man. The Lord gonna have animals escaping from the zoo. They're gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be a just total chaos, man. You know, get one more scripture. 2 Chronicles 15. Is this it? That might not be it now. 15 and 12. 2 Chronicles 15 and 12. 2 Chronicles 15 and 12, it says, and they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord Yahweh, their power of their fathers, with all their heart and with all their soul. And that's what we're supposed to do, man. You know, seek the Lord while he may be found. You know, because it's going to come a time where his word is going to be taken away. You know, and when that time of all Jacob's trouble come, you got to, you know, get in his word now and get as much as you can, because, hey, you might not have your scripts with you when that time comes. You might be away from the house, man. You know, verse 13, it says, whosoever will not seek the Lord Yahweh, the power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So if you're not seeking the Lord, right, in this particular time now, then you will be put to death, man. Before the doors close, man, on this ark, like in the time of Noah, when he prophesied 100 circle 25 years, and the angels shut their ark door, and the people were screaming. You know, now they wanted to know the knowledge, but it was too late. So the same thing is happening now. We are out here building this ark again, this spiritual ark, and the Lord is getting ready to shut the doors on it. And if you're not seeking him now, it's going to be total death unto you, man. He's going to appoint those 4 evils to you. You know, those 4 types of evils that are going to come upon you. And with that, I'm going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Wa'arakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. It's GMS Arkansas. Let's stop and listen. Shalom.